doing today?
I'm well, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. So how have things been since we saw each other last?
Good, just got back from a big business trip out west, and so just back home, catching up, getting ready to go back again next week.
I see. So Max, last time you were in, we talked a lot about you being lonely in your life and you not having many people close to you.
Okay.
We went over your background a little bit and talked a little bit about your history. And this session, I just wanted to explore that background, that history a little bit more.
Okay.
Can you tell me a little bit about the people that are closest to you?
Yeah, I mean, the people I talk to on a regular basis are going to be clients and colleagues more than anybody. I mean, I have a daughter that I've talked to you about before that we talk every now and then, and have some family members, but we don't really talk much. It's mainly all work and no plays, how it feels.
Okay, so work keeps you pretty
very
tied?
occupied. Yeah.
Okay. What about whenever you're off work?
Usually when I get home from a business trip, I'm home long enough to do some laundry and catch up on some bills and clean up around the house, and by that time I'm packing again and getting ready to leave again.
I see. Okay. Well, I wanted to know a little bit more about your childhood.
Okay.
Why don't you tell me about your mom and dad and your siblings whenever you were a child? I want to know how things were. Tell me about your dad.
Well, my dad was a very successful surgeon. Seemed like he was always on call or at the hospital. So always gone, just busy
Okay.
all the time. My mom was a great mom. She was home most of the time, but I mean, she was involved in everything. I mean, she was in every organization you could think of, charities, volunteer work. She did it all. And so we had a nanny at home as well, but the nanny was there even when she was there. So it's not like my mom was gone a lot, it's just the nanny was there to help out with, I guess, us kids.
Okay. So just to recap, you said your dad was a very successful surgeon and he was gone a lot of the time. So he wasn't very involved in your childhood and your upbringing?
I mean, he missed a lot of games and stuff like that, just because he was either on call or he was already at the hospital.
Okay. And your mother, you said y'all had a nanny, but your mother was still pretty involved?
Oh, yeah. I mean, she was a good mom.
Okay. Okay, and you said that you had some siblings?
I had two older brothers. They were a lot older than I was, so they were never really around. They were always hanging out with their friends or doing stuff like that. I mean, I was quite a bit younger, so I just played in my room with toys and stuff. We lived in a neighborhood where there weren't a whole lot of kids, so just hung out by myself a lot.
Okay. Okay, so you said your brothers were a lot older than you. How much older?
They were 10 and 12 years older.
Okay, so quite a bit older than you. Okay, so you were the baby.
Yep.
Okay, tell me a little bit about your relationship with your daughter.
Okay, well, my ex-wife and I got pregnant, and we thought the right thing to do at the time was to get married. So we were married until she was in about 1st or 2nd grade. I had just a regular 8-to-5 job, and then whenever we got divorced, I found this job, and so that's when the traveling and everything started, and her and her mom actually moved to about 300 miles away, and so I got her on holidays and stuff like that, and I guess that's kind of when I just didn't see her as much as I used to.
Okay. Okay. Well, Max, to me it sounds like you're almost reliving your life as it was when you were a child.
What do you mean by that?
By that, I mean that it seems to me that you have a lot of the same characteristics that your father had whenever you were growing up.
Okay.
You were both very successful in business and both very tied up in your business, and your business requires a lot of your time.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems to me that that might have something to do with your loneliness and your alienation towards people. Do you see that?
Yeah, I can see. I mean, yeah, I can see that.
You can see that. Do you think there might be any correlation between you and your daughter, the way you treat your daughter and the way that you were treated by your father and your mother?
It's kind of hard to say because I was always there at night, like a dad usually is when they have to work 8 to 5,
Right.
until they moved away and I got this job. So, I mean, it's hard to say if things would have been different if we were in the same town.
I see.
But, I mean, I can kind of see, I see where you're going with this.
You can kind of see the link between
Sure.
the past and your childhood growing up and where you are today.
I can see that.
Okay. Well, I feel like we've gotten a good start
Okay.
on why and where your loneliness comes from, and why you alienate people, and I think we've got a good start on all that in today's session.
Okay.
And this next week, I want you to take notice of how you're treating other people around you.
Okay.
Okay? Especially those that are closest to you. Okay? And I want you to realize how you're treating those people. I want you to notice if you are alienating certain people, certain groups of people in your life.
Okay.
And another thing that I want you to do this next weekend or the next time you're home, and you said you spend most of your time whenever you're home just doing busy work, paying bills and things like that. I want you to just take a few minutes out of that day and just call a couple of your loved ones and just try to reconnect there. Call your daughter and just talk to her, and then maybe call one of your brothers or both of your brothers, and then just try to do some reconnection there. And that's where we'll pick up the next session. How does that sound?
That sounds good. I think I can do that.
Okay. Okay. Well, thank you for coming in, Max. And if you need anything, give me a call. And hopefully everything will be go well till next time I see you.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Fallon.
Okay. Thank you.